This is Jeremy Tusmer with SGTV. For our second solo exhibition of paintings by Edgar Ewing, art historian Danielle Peltakian and I decided to focus on works from the second half of the artist's career. Edgar Ewing was born in a small Midwestern town called Hardington, Nebraska in 1913, the very same year that modern art was born kicking and screaming in America. He attended the Art Institute of Chicago, studied in Europe on the Edward L. Ryerson Traveling Scholarship, and then returned to Chicago to teach at his alma mater. In 1943, Ewing signed up with the Army Corps of Engineers, serving for 3 years in Burma and other areas of the Pacific Theater. When he got home, he accepted a faculty position in the art department at USC. With a few interruptions to teach at Carnegie Mellon, Michigan University, and the University of Oregon, Ewing taught painting at USC continuously for 31 years. During that time, he won numerous prizes and had 27 solo exhibitions at museums and galleries, both in the U.S. and abroad. It was also during that time that he met a Greek woman who would become the love of his life, Susanna Giovanna. The two married soon after. Starting in around 1954, Ewing began showing with one of the West Coast's premier galleries, Dalzell Hatfield, along with other West Coast heavyweights like Millard Sheets, Richard Haynes, Sueo Sarasawa, and Dan Lutz. And his career just kept growing. In 1964, Ewing was selected as an artist in residence at the American Academy in Rome. In 1967, he showed with Santa Barbara's own Esther Baer Gallery, and again in 1971. By 1972, Ewing was teaching just 3 days a week, and spending summers in Athens in the apartment his wife Susanna had inherited from her parents, on the fashionable Ammonia Square. In 1973, Ewing had a massive solo exhibition at the freshly renovated National Gallery in Athens. This large and beautiful painting, called Bishops and Priests, Greek Wedding Series, was prominently displayed in that exhibition. It was created during that highly productive summer of 1972. The chaos and brio of a Greek Orthodox wedding seems to peek out from beneath a hazy layer, an idea that owes to the Italian Renaissance technique of sfumato, or painting through smoke. The crisp, irregular edges of his shapes, on the other hand, suggest a modern artist, searching for archetypal forms. In LA and in Athens, the Ewings lived well. Their fashionable apartment had a balcony that looked out over Ammonia Square. Sitting outside, he could sketch these odd venting ducts on the rooftops across the way. Perhaps he saw them as strange modern creatures, or perhaps as ornaments on our new steel and glass temples. In 1978, Ewing retired from USC as professor emeritus. He and Susanna divided their time between the airy modernist house they'd built on Mount Washington in LA and their chic apartment in Athens. He continued to work in series that dealt heavily in metaphor. Pythic Paraisim from the mid-'80s dealt with the connection between psychedelic hallucination and inspiration through the myth of Pythia, the ancient priestess who spoke for Apollo at Delphi. In the 90s, he made a series of bronze sculptures dealing with that myth and with the myth of Hercules. Soon after, Ewing started on his Broken Parts series, which we will exhibit for the very first time. These bright and beguiling paintings teeter at the edge of abstraction, but closer examination suggests the figure broken into its elemental shapes. If Ewing had been a talker instead of a painter, we might call him a great wit. A great wit brings humor to a conversation, but also flow, insight, and on the right occasion, poetry. All of these qualities are found in abundance in Edgar Ewing's paintings, including a neat talent for organization of form. At the age of 89, Ewing lost his eyesight to macular degeneration and stopped painting, drawing, and sculpting after 70-some years. In 2006, gallery owner Frank Goss met with him to interview him about his life and work. 3 days later, Edgar Ewing passed away at the age of 93. Sullivan Goss is pleased to present our second exhibition and sale of works from the estate of Edgar Ewing. Come see it.